That American anthem has been in my head.
Why am I singing
for the whole week? And I don't know if it has to do with something that happened last week at the Capitol. I'm sure you guys saw all that footage. That shit was the saddest.
Yes. Yeah, but now when you put that the anthem over the Capitol,
and the home of the brave for sure. Because courage can be anything, including rushing the Capitol.
Right.
For a nonsense.
Everybody wants you to be courageous until you want to rush the Capitol.
Yeah. Be brave. They didn't put an asterisk on that.
Unless you want to rush the Capitol.
I'm sure even people who aren't American were upset by those videos and everything that happened.
The world was shook, bro.
The whole world was shook.
Yes.
Also,
because also what America's storming of the Capitol was watching the kid who put all our names on the board go to the principal.
What do you mean?
Because America's been telling the rest of the world how to be for decades. Right. They've waged wars on people. They've sent democracy to people. Yeah. They've sent soldiers to people. And now their own house is burning. And they've been the guys who've been like, guys, no. John, I'm putting your name on the board.
What's that smell?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So now someone went, the principal's looking for you. The whole class is like, how the hell is America going to the principal?
Right.
They're in trouble.
But my thing is, when you say America going to I'm like, who's the fuck is America's principal? It's like the headmaster being punched with heroin. Where are you gonna go?
That's America doesn't have a principal.
They don't have a principal.
Oh, wow. When you put because that's the thing. These guys, they've boycotted countries, all that shit.
Yeah.
Now it's just like if we boycott America,
bro, we don't get the PS5.
we don't get the PS5, and if you can't get the PS5, you're only watching SAB.
But why are you saying
the
you were thinking
alternative
of
is
the
always
anthem?
I don't know. Just because there's been so many things. There's so many different videos. I don't know if you saw the black cop who was chased by those guys. The guys.
No.
There were these dudes who enter the Capitol building, and they see there's a black cop who's telling them to wait, and he's got this gun. He doesn't even go for the gun. That's when you already go, okay, we're dealing with another human.
Yeah.
Because the amount of stories just last year we saw where white cops were pulling guns.
On no reason, people. Yeah.
So you see this guy still going in this fear because there's thousands.
Yeah.
In that fear, you by yourself, and he's still
The fact that they're even at the door is already an attack.
Bruh.
They're not.
And
that wasn't the mood.
And he does this amazing thing where the black cop, this guy rushes him. There's one guy leading the pack. And this black cop does this thing. He stands in the doorway where all the important people are down this hallway. He stands in that doorway, and then he pushes the homie like this and runs the opposite direction. Then these fools follow. So he literally did a decoy.
Snap.
So
That's a police officer who knows how to work racism to his...
That's a guy who studied to be a police. It wasn't just a job he had to do.
No, bro. That is a white person doesn't think that. A black person goes, these people hate me so much. If I touch their shoulder and run, I will save lives. That's not a police move. That's a black man.
It's upsetting enough that I touched him.
Yeah.
That I am now the diversion. It's like,
Absolutely.
fuck the government. Let's get that shoulder touching nigger.
Shoulder touching nigga.
You see this hand? Because now white people
It's still on my shirt.
My deltoid is red 3 times.
I can just picture the black cop, his sergeant asking, how do you learn that move?
Your great grandfather taught me to do that shit.
But you know this whole
black people are amazing, man. And it's not even amazing. It's survival shit we know.
Almost everything that we do that's amazing is also just sad. Yeah. It's like the blues are amazing. And the blues are just sad.
They called the blues.
It's like, yo, you ever taste the bunny chow before? No, those motherfuckers don't have plates. They're using the bread as a plate. I'm saying a bunny chow is poverty food.
They didn't have scuffed tins.
Yes, so the bread is used as, that was your lunchbox.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Even biryani. Biryani is what do we have in the house? All of. And now you pay how much for
What
that?
can we throw on this rice?
But
We have grains.
man.
I think from last year when you go black people, and I don't know if white people have it in them, and if they do, they need to show us. I'm not saying they don't, but where black people, everything that's happened, you go, black people are still just asking to start the race at the same time. Can we use the same gunshots
Oh, yeah.
to start the race?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like after all these years, it's still just going, can I run the same race as you? That for me is, but also the thing with Trump, I'm like, I don't know why we're surprised at the same time at a person doing everything he told us he's going to do.
Right.
This person has showed us,
He showed us all of it.
before he was president, he has
Yeah,
shown us.
yeah.
And now
his whole life was a build-up.
yes,
to-
but we were still shocked.
Yes.
That's where I go, Rob, what's your problem?
It's
Oh,
you know
you're
what
not
it, you,
believing
you know what it is. No, it's because you can't believe it. I think that one of the biggest reasons for our survival and civility in the face of such adversity and fucking oppression and horrible things is our ability to have hope. It's like both our positive and negative. We can't believe it because we can't believe it, because if we believe it, there's only one thing that then speaks to us, and it's never going to change.
Yeah.
And we as black
I think
people,
it's-
we can't live in a world. You can't live in a world that says it's never going to change. It's not
Our
in your
thing is
makeup.
always we've based our struggle on the other person's appealing to the other person's humanity.
Yes.
So we've always just been like,
Yes,
no
yes.
man, there's a part of you that also one day we'll see why this is wrong. We don't go, oh, this is who you are.
That's
Do you know how scary it is to accept that?
Because to accept that this is who they are, I think would be a very violent action. The only solution after that is violence, pure violence.
well, that's for the active people, because other people, it's like
Given,
okay,
damn,
this is
yeah. But even in that giving in, you can only give in to that kind of level of oppression for so long before you're also like, fuck
no.
you.
You'll probably raise grandkids who.
but you see this is
Oof, that's depressing.
That is depressing. That's how it
hella
carries
depressing.
on.
but also the other thing is we go. It's like if you go to Orania, you hear that there's a
What?
Orania. If you go to Orania and you hear that
How is that a sentence?
no, listen.
I think what you're saying is, if you see a documentary about Orania, where a white person got in,
If you go to a situation like Orania, white Afrikaners who want to have their own little space and whatever, and you already have all the ideas of how racist it is and stuff. Hearing the K word or being called him the K word will still shock you.
still shock you. Yeah.
So it's that thing of, even we know things are bad, but when the thing still happens, you go, I can't believe it. You went, it's like you know the thing is happening.
Yeah.
Or it's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
But hearing that word will still make you go, fuck. I gave you guys look friendly. Man.
But you know what?
I brought snacks.
Yes, I thought you were gonna be different.
That thing is such a human thing on all levels, in terms of no matter how horrible the thing is, we can picture it, we can know it's gonna happen, but it's only on the moment, like literally on the moment of the boom, we go, what the fuck? And I say that because I remember at Hostel, I don't know if you guys remember, I've told the story before, Deacon and Brooke from Bold and Beautiful.
I know,
Okay.
Yes. I know Brooke.
Brooke, so Brooke
Who was Deacon? Wasn't that a son or
Oh,
something?
I'm
Deacon
trying to
was
see
a
Deacon.
badass mother. So Brooke, you know the love story. Brooke and
Yeah,
Ridge.
Brooke,
and Taylor.
Ridge, and Taylor, Storm.
Stories.
Yes.
So it's at the point of Bold and the Beautiful where after such a hard time, Brooke and Ridge have finally, it's happening.
Okay.
And you remember how we used to go, okay, fine. And then they introduced this character named Deacon to the Bold and the Beautiful.
Dark guy.
Just stubble,
Yes, he had that.
spiky
I'm here.
hair.
He had that. I'm here to fuck your wife vibe.
Yeah.
But he puts his shoulder on you and tells you, and then ushers her out. He's like this fuck. He
Hey,
is that
man.
guy, but you just love the dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Brooke meets Deacon, and then we start seeing the decline of, like, what our hope was in Ridge. Brooke and Deacon start getting closer and closer. So now at Hostel, boys' school, in our heads,
Deacon
it's
is
begun.
the-
This is gonna happen. And then, you know, every episode they leave the cliffhanger, and then there came the episode where they actually slept together.
Yeah.
Dude, Brooke comes out in the lacy lingerie. I'm there now. Deacon is half naked. The whole hostel is like this. And I remember after Bold and the Beautiful was homework, so the bell goes for prep. Yeah. And then as they were about to, they kiss, the hostel's like, yo. Brooke pushes Deacon. Deacon is on the bed. Dude, we were lifting chairs. then and this was the third one.
You know what I see in my head?
You think you're joking. So I remember it was like music to my ears. It was the kiss. Yo. Brooke pushes Deacon. Yo.
Oh, shit.
Brooke jumps on top of Deacon after pushing him.
I don't remember this.
Yes. Boom, boom, boom. Yo. And then the bell went. And then Bold and the... We were like... Yeah. Dude, it was the most fire thing. And I'm only saying that because if Bold and the Beautiful ended and it didn't happen, we would go into the next day with that thing in our head of we have to see it.
Yes.
Until we see it, we can't believe it or we
can't fully believe it. There's still that 10% of shock still waiting to happen.
Always.
Okay, got you.
That's the same with white people. You can hope for the best all the way back to white people. Wow. You can hope it can be in your head that these people are gonna, but even if you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And they gonna fuck. Brooke she's in her, it's only in the moment of it.
All the elements are there.
Actually happening where you will still feel it.
You know how short Bold and the Beautiful and Days of Our Lives would have been if they used cell phones? All the backstabbing and cheating would never happen with cell phones. What do you mean? It's like all the shit you hear, like there's a lot of backstabbing. So-and-so says this, so-and-so says this, you that. Like literally going on WhatsApp and going, Rage, is this true? Did you?
Rich said this. I don't believe it.
Yes. And Rich is like, what the fuck is that?
But it's
a cell phone.
But it's like even Romeo and Juliet, when you think of those stories, a cell phone would have solved so many bullshit stories.
Oh yeah, bro.
Where Juliet would literally go, I'm gonna act like I'm gonna kill myself, and then
do you ever watch
yourself?
Pre-cell phone movies and go, this plot falls apart if there was cell phones?
Oh,
like the only reason this works.
Jason doesn't kill as many people in Halloween. Freddy doesn't.
He's in our neighborhood.
Yes. I heard her scream on 91, so I think that's Freddy. Let's all leave.
What do you mean she's dead? Her murder was on live.
Yes.
She was on live the whole time.
Django had been so quick. It would just been Samuel L. Jackson, the character showing Leonardo DiCaprio, see they married.
Oh my gosh.
This is their Facebook album.
Jesus in the Bible will be like, just Google me.
That's how funny.
He is the Messiah.
Before Judas betrays Jesus and then he's waiting for his money. Yeah, it's in. Okay. that guy.
That would be the Bible. And Judas waited upon...
When the king is looking. His F&B SMS. That's the nigga right there.
In fact, he doesn't even have to kiss Jesus. Bing, bing. It's the nigga talk.
All those babies wouldn't have died with the king looking for the baby Jesus that's been born.
Right.
Because they would have just like, Mary, she just checked in at the barn.
Mary just checked
in at the barn. She just checked in.
The three wise men would not have had to follow stars through the desert.
Would have been a shitty story. And they put on their GPS, the barn. No, what a boring story.
So many questions.
Now I'm just picturing the three wise men at the barnyard watching Gary Hilton. This is not.
Did you say the barn or the barnyard? Did I say yard? Doth I say yard?
You never listened to me. You never listened. All the wisdom.
Fine,
but you can't listen.
And what the fuck is myrrh?
You have Joseph in the Bible.
Present.
What is myrrh? I see that giving my son gold. Frankincense, Tyrone.
Gold, myrrh, frankincense. Gumtree.co.
Yes, that's after the three magi leave. Thank you so much for coming. It is Gumtree, the baby. Come here.
What do you think we can get for
How
the
do
myrrh?
you even spell what he said?
How do you spell myrrh?
Oh, that's hilarious. Someone sitting in front of the 3 wise men. Shh. Barry.
Now Barry's roasting the 3 wise men. Hey, what? Is there a problem?
Is that your camel?
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
Is that your camel out there? Yeah, let's start the motherfucking
show. Barry roasting the three magi. This is the parts that they didn't write in the Bible. Fire.
This is why I'm sweating already.
I'm sweating, fucked up.
Shit, that's hilarious.
Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Season 2, episode 2 of the podcast, of the Dope Ass Podcast, you dope ass people. Welcome back.
Thanks for all the comments on the videos, guys. We love it. Some of you actually watch the full thing. It's amazing.
Yeah. Shout out, Troy.
And easy on the comments. You
Hey, take it easy.
Take it
man.
easy.
Take it easy.
Love
man.
it.
This is what I realized. We've entered into the world
This
of
is the
comment
longest
section.
the music has gone. Because you remember the history of that music when it started, when we were trying to find the sounds that come from this thing.
Yes.
When that music came on, we were like, oh, hell no, we'll never use that.
Yes. And now,
And then we did the podcast for the first time, and then it worked. And we've fallen in love with it the whole time. We're on season
And
2,
it's so not
episode 2.
us.
This is the longest that it's played, and it's the first time I've recognized again that it's horrible. That played so long. I was like,
this must stop. Because if we were at a party and this song came up, people would be upset. I don't know who the people are, but if I'm at a place
and you hear this shit,
and I hear that, we should all be upset or I'm at the wrong place.
But
yeah,
this music's now stuck in my head. Now you know when you flirt with when you flirt with the hands and you've done your conversation, thanks.
It's the worst exit. Worst exit.
I'm trying to
Sorry,
figure
my
out.
conversations only work with the music.
If your flirtation ends with that music, whatever you did is
Yes.
cancelled by the music. If that's your walk away.
Because I'm trying to
shit.
figure out the attitude of the guy who walks away. The way you walked off with that music.
Yes.
It's like the guy who
Stifler.
thought he just
It's Stifler.
It's the guy who thought he did well.
Right.
I know you'll call me. Bye.
Yeah.
But no, she's not. Hilarious. Were you good? When did you become good with girls?
Never.
You still believe that?
Here's my thing. Whenever I wasn't trying, I would find myself going. At some point, you see the body language in the eyes or whatever, and you're going, "Oh, this is no longer a conversation."
Oh
And
shit! Wait,
I never meant it to go there. I was just having a conversation. But when I meant for things to go there, oh, train wreck.
Right.
Train wreck.
you can't.
Bruh, horrible.
Do you know what's interesting
Hey,
about what?
how are you?
Wait. You know what's interesting about what you're doing? I didn't mean like that.
What do you mean?
I meant, remember when once upon a time you didn't talk to girls as a child and
Yeah.
it was ew. When did you start
But you said, when did you
being
start
good with girls?
Good. Yeah, but you said the phrasing means what I said.
I realized what I was asking and
Oh,
what
that's
it sounded
interesting.
like.
I never went through the ew girl phase. I was always hella interested.
Oh shit.
Hella interested. Which makes me just like, because I'm not like, I'm not a man whore now as an adult. But if you were to look at my upgrowing, my bring or like me growing up,
Yeah.
and gone, this guy is way too interested in girls
Yes,
at a phase with the other. When the boys
Right.
remember kissing catches, or if you ever played that game, at
Yes.
some point it would be the girls' turn to chase the boys, and some boys really ran. I wasn't trying to run.
Oh, you've been a creep all your life.
Lloyd just waited there
But
with
no,
his eyes closed.
but what I'm saying is, if you would have seen that kid, and you would have gone, that kid's gonna grow up to be a man, whorish, creepy guy. And I'm like surprised I didn't grow up into that.
So you've been wanting girls for all your life.
Forever, bro.
Oh my god, that's depressing.
Forever.
Because there's no ways you've had like every guy in the world in terms of percentage, right? Gets a certain percentage of the girls he's ever wanted, and it's very low.
What do you mean?
Because like our hormones hit us at 13, so
Yeah.
we immediately start dreaming of teachers and Hollywood stars, and
Yeah.
there's just way too many people in our heads that we want to
Yes.
fuck that we will never fuck.
That's so sad.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
that's the thing about chasing. It's ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
I don't know. I didn't feel that way.
Which way?
I was not interested in girls until they were interested in me.
Oh, wow.
Because I grew up around a lot of women, and I just
Oh yeah, you
saw,
just had like so many sisters,
and their friends were there. There were a lot of female cousins, and I'd never looked at girls as this is I want to be with you until I reached an age where they were going, I want
They
to
want to be with you.
Not in that kind of way, like hey, but like
Where they were just showing
You
interest.
started
They're showing
realizing,
interest.
yes,
Yeah.
you started
And then-
realizing that some of them were attracted to you.
and then you also realize that my conversation can now be flipped into flirtation.
Right.
This isn't just conversation anymore. I thought I was just getting to know you like I've been doing.
See, it's
Now
almost
it's
like we're
becoming-
hitting same points differently. Because
Yeah.
I go, because you grew up into a man whore.
This is
No,
the thing.
this is so bad, bro.
Why
I love how you flip through your man whorish years. Because you go,
I never had them. As in, like, execution wise, the hope was there, but I was, like I told you, I was never good enough. I was never as good as my once.
No, but
nobody's as good as they want.
I was never anywhere near as good as my
No,
once. I was not. No, that's a euphemism. I was
know.
horrible.
I
I
hear
was
you.
just every time I got laid in my 20s, I was surprised that I got laid in my 20s.
guy's only 33. Why would it sound like I'm talking to
No, because now
Yes.
I've been out of
He
the
sounds
game.
like he should have a
Hollywood in
fucking
the
1,000 bitches by now.
Because I've been out of the game. We've been in a relationship for 6 years now.
I hear you.
So I'm
Yes.
going, and I only had bonings in my 20s.
Okay.
So it was my sex life as a free man
I
was
see.
it all happened in my
I hear-
20s.
okay. I
And
hear
in
you.
that period, I was always surprised that it was happening.
But you see,
Your sex life existed in hope mostly.
Yes.
I hear you.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
many people think I'm a man or this. I'm not.
Baby, I don't
I want
think
to
you're a
clear
man.
things up here.
I don't think you're a man.
I like women. My problem is.
Sorry,
and
I didn't mean
Did you
it
hear
in
me?
that way.
I heard
Because
you.
I see you giving him more attention. You giving the hate more attention than the love. You know what I mean? You were like, nah. I'm like, I know you know. You're like, nah. He turns to you.
I don't.
Stay here.
I don't have. I realize I don't have a lot of sex because I don't trust my penis.
What do you mean?
My penis has let me down too many times for me to even put myself in a situation where my penis will let me down
Again. Right.
Because if you go like a girl and you go out of your way,
Yes.
do everything, and you liking them. I'm not talking about you trying to fuck. It's not one
Okay.
of those. Your intention isn't just to have sex with this person and move on. Now imagine getting with the girl of your dreams, falling in love, and now we're about to have sex. The sex is coming later. And then my penis goes, not today. All of that work.
Your penis is a
thrown away.
dick.
All of that work is thrown away.
Your penis is a dick, man. You know what? Your penis is an asshole.
Because and I've never had these conversations really with ladies, but the feeling I get from speaking to girls or my friends is that the sex is just as important for them. They don't
They're not allowed to show it socially.
Yes.
Socially, yeah.
So socially also, and also so soon, because then us as men who want sex, then all of a sudden give women a hard time for giving the shit too soon than when you thought they should have given it to you, which is a fucked up thing. You know what I mean? It's like,
I want to put a pin on that, but continue.
but so my thing is,
Okay.
I heard it when I
I've
said
never
it.
worked in corporate, but
I
had to-
didn't know how else to phrase it.
and your
I didn't know-
and the way you.
I want to put a pin
Oh
on it.
my god.
and it's a button up.
We'll
and
come back to
everything.
that after these messages.
So the idea of
Jeez.
I'm sure that I'd love to speak to ladies about this, where you go, okay, cool, because for us we're going, if you with the lady and then eventually it gets serious and you have sex together, then that should be like, okay, cool, now this relationship is a lot more serious. But then also for ladies, there must be a point where they're going, this sex thing is putting me off.
I'm not following you at all.
Okay, yeah, you lost me, bro.
Okay, let me try to explain properly. So where men are always seen to want sex,
Yes.
that's always our first intention. We're doing this dinner so we can land up at sex.
If you like a girl, what you're trying to do is prove that this dinner isn't about the sex.
Right.
That's the pressure on you.
Right. But exactly.
Yeah.
But now there must be a thing with ladies where they going, this sex that I've been holding out for was the worst waste of time ever.
Oh, shit.
Because our heads, we are so used to getting sex, we're not even thinking about giving them the good sex. Does that make sense? We just think sex is the goal, but we're not thinking of what's your standard of in the bedroom.
You almost
No.
you almost talking
I hear
about
you, but no.
no you talking about the if I'm hearing you, it's almost like the Venus Mars perspective. Sex is this to us, and that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist in terms of what sex is to them because of the way we've placed women. You must hold out. That's society's pressure.
Yes.
You must marry in this culture. Then you're like, it's almost a version of now I'm married to an asshole who's just happens to be the same culture as me.
Right.
Because as guys, we don't see that them playing those roles. By the time we're having sex with them, we have to be giving the good sex if we understand that they held out, even if we whores. You know, like I read it as so if I took your mindset and I was a man whore who just fucks everything. Now watch this shit. I'm fucking everything. I'm a guy, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm taking Robbie's perspective. It's almost like a feminine side of, if I'm living this life of holding out sex and then I give it, now I'm giving it to whores.
Yes.
So it's not even good sex. So the woke whore goes, I'm going to give it a good sex.
We're going to need to explain this a little bit better when we come back.
I tried to save you, baby. I tried.
I understood what I was saying. Your shits. Yours was fucking horrible.
Oh, was it? I don't understand, but
Okay.
I'll re-listen.
I'll try and make it clearer. Are we good, Deloitte?
Yeah, we're recording.
Un momento, por favor.
Pass my
Voice
phone.
call from Laz.
Yeah, that's
Shout out, yeah.
That's good. That means something.
Yes, it does. Because even when I was like,
me.
Nothing. No. Nothing.
Laz loves me more than you do. I love you too, Laz.
Friendship's ending.
Yeah.
Hey, Les, what did you call Loy and
what
Taz for?
time did he call you?
8 minutes past 3.
5 minutes past. Laz loves me more than both of you. I'll call you back, baby.
Oh, Les just wants to talk about Robbie.
That'll be funny.
Okay.
So let's try explain that one more
Yes.
So my understanding for men, we always feel like we're doing things to get to sex with ladies, especially in our younger years.
Yes.
I'm not speaking on behalf of all men, but a lot of
the general perception of men is that all we want is the sex.
Yeah.
And that's the end goal, is just that sex.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we also have these double standards where you if you get sex too early from the lady, then you see her in a different light because she's giving it up too easily. And then when you do eventually have sex with this lady, you assume that it must go further. But you don't give the lady time to go, yes, I did have sex with you, but this isn't what I want.
Right.
It's almost like once a sex happens once a lady gives up sex, then you go, oh, she's in a thing.
Okay.
So there's not that choice of, oh, I can have sex with you and hang out, but I can move on. You know?
Okay, we don't allow them the same idea of like it's just sex, basically.
Yes.
For us, when a girl has sex with you, you think as a guy that, I guess it's whatever your attitude is, I guess it's a relationship or a thing now.
Yes.
Okay.
And you don't realize that, yes, maybe
To her at least, yeah.
Yes, she could have not wanted to have sex with you just because she doesn't want to have sex with you in the first two encounters. And her eventually giving it up, say 3 months from now.
It's just her wanting to bust a nut.
Exactly. And it's not really a relationship, but it's very much those things of, it's very much the thing of guys going, oh, once I get this, now it's a thing. Because
that's our idea of the starting point of the actual relationship.
like sex is still given too much.
Okay, I see.
Too much respect in the relationship where you go, oh, but no, you can also just be a person I don't want to be with. You know, because also you got to go, when you think about relationships, you have to experience a lot of things with a person in a relationship before you go, I am in a relationship or want to go further in this relationship. So I think sex would be one of them.
What's wild is,
you know what I mean? So
I'm trying to, is this you explaining why you're not a manhole?
No, I mean,
that's where this starts.
No,
I was trying to remember what was the reason for it.
Because I realize I'm listening and I'm like, is he a manhole?
So my explaining of not being a manhole is because I don't even have sex with a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because but going back to, I'm afraid my penis will disappoint. That's why, because if I do start falling for a person, and now I do eventually have
it's
sex
the sex
with you,
that lets you
and
down.
then my penis goes, not today.
Yes.
Now what? Because after you get into a bedroom and sex is about to happen, it's very hard to go back and say, hey, do you want to watch Netflix?
Yes. You can't reverse from something's wrong.
Once we're in the bedroom, it's either we're getting Ubers or something, or we're sleeping. You know, there's that crescendo leading up to sex.
Yes.
And if your penis isn't awake at that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of pressure on a dude, though, huh?
I'm just like, how bad is your penis problem?
Yeah, it also sounds horrible. It sounds medical.
Because now you've turned. Because
in my head, I see men's clinic.
Robbie it's changed the way you see your interaction with the half of the world.
Yes.
No, but this is my thing. My penis. If you're not using this thing a lot, you can't tell me that your boy works the same way he worked 8 months ago. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, it does.
No.
And this diet. What are you?
I'm a very healthy person. I'm not 50.
All I'm hearing is fucks.
I'm saying you can't.
All the time. I'm ready. Now, yes.
This is such a cool flex for a guy in a monogamous relationship.
Yes.
Fucks. When I get a chance, when she wants to, once or twice a year, fucks.
But this is my thing.
Fucks the bitch.
I'm respecting my penis because I'm not putting pressure on him to just come and act like how he did back then. Because the same way the Olympics is every 4 years, Usain Bolt wasn't the same speed he was in 2012, in 2016. So I'm respecting.
Who are you talking to?
Me.
Who are you talking through me to? Who are you talking through me to?
I don't know who he's talking to. I'm just like, I
see
you want to
someone.
call this person? I don't know what's happening.
Oh, fuck.
See someone.
Oh, that's so funny. What? Okay. I think you should probably get that checked out.
No, but this is the thing.
If there's
there's nothing to check out. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Right.
It hasn't been used for long, so I'm going, I don't know. I don't know.
Because of lockdown. But if you call him now, ladies, he is ready.
Wait, we need to check if he will be.
I'm saying I don't know where I am in it. That's what I'm trying to say. So because I'm going this thing because most men have
I'm with you, baby, by the way. I'm just not understanding.
Yes, I want to understand.
So this is what I'm saying. So most men have had their penis not show up. It's happened before. I'm not saying every day, but it's happened where
you've said too much about it. It happens.
You know what? Yes. But, so my thing is, because it hasn't happened for so long.
Sex? Right.
And I'm not including masturbating and watching porn, because that's a different thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying with another human being, because when you
they're also human beings, but okay.
when you so when I now eventually have sex again.
Yes.
I need a prep for this thing because I don't know if homeboy's gonna come to the party.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
We get that, but what are you saying about that?
So I'm saying I don't sleep around with a lot of people because I don't trust my penis. And that's what I've said for
no,
the
man,
third
fuck you
fucking
for
time.
wasting.
He wasted. Because that's what you said in the beginning.
No.
And
I got this. Fuck you. Because I
What is
was
this
with you.
fucking bad boys. I got this. The fuck is happening here?
I was dramatic. I just
Michael Mann's behind the camera. What the fuck's happening here?
I wasn't. You're right.
You want to buy him, motherfucker? Hey, you punk bitch.
I was there.
Skittles.
And some Skittles.
Ah, shit.
I was watching.
But
I was watching a thing, Martin. Because now I'm remembering, and some Skittles, and how Martin in Bad Boys 1 was like. You remember Martin TV series? Mm-hmm. I've never laughed. Like Martin introduced me to a different kind of laugh inside of me. When I was just the right age to get sense of humor, and the shit I was seeing every week, it was that show.
Yeah.
Where you like, how can a person be this funny?
Yeah.
So I was listening to someone talking about when Chris Rock died, headlining a club, and Martin was before him. But Martin was this unknown kid, killing it in Washington, D.C. No cell phone, so...
Sorry. No, but you must explain the story.
Yeah?
Because it's Martin's unknown. Chris Rock's already been on SNL. He's
Yes.
touring. Martin's opening. Chris Rock's never heard of him. The club just said, here's your opener.
Yes.
So nobody knows this kid.
Oh, shit.
Yes, it's one of those.
So it's Chris's show.
Chris is
Chris is headlining, yes.
Okay.
Dude, the guy says Martin came and he mentioned some like people, you know, when you get out of your chair and you fall in front of the stage because it's just so wild and you want to be a part. The audience is just like, I can drink your drink. I can.
Yeah.
It's Martin is wrecking the room, and the guy says Martin does an hour and a half before Chris is. I don't know what club this is. Jesus. But it does an hour and a half.
There's an ozone in Washington. That's weird. I'm just picturing Tulani McKing paying Chris Rock and Martin.
Thanks, gents. Thanks,
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's funny.
And then Martin comes off like proper on that high, looks at Chris and is like, "Oh, do your time."
The nerve.
He's like, "Do your time." Almost like, "Don't worry, dude. Don't worry about it."
Hey, don't let this stop you, baby.
And the guy says then he watched Chris Rock go on stage and just people proceeding to just leave.
Oh,
Just
no.
little bit. So Martin.
But Chris also says, sorry, he goes from the green room to stand on the side of the stage because he thinks there's a fight. So the way he explains, he goes, "I'll go and I stand to see what's happening," and then he just sees it's a comic. You know how disheartening that must be. Jesus. So it's those.
You just realize that you didn't even, whatever's happening, you didn't even relate it to comedy.
Yes.
Yo, right.
You were like,
this is violence.
whatever's happening out there, it's obviously not stand-up.
Yes. That's how fire Martin.
Jeez.
You blamed it on the blacks, not
Yeah. Someone must be shooting up the club. Okay.
I'm never doing hood gigs again. People die. No, people killed.
People kill.
How does that story end? So it ends with the audience walking out.
No, I didn't finish the story because then you guys walked in. But it was like he was talking about just how funny Martin was.
Right.
And then I'm seeing him in Bad Boys 2. When I saw him in Bad Boys 2 now, it's like this guy is forever that dude in my head. It's like very hard to let that person rest.
So it's
Bruh, I
And
realized
look at Martin and go, Martin's an old man now, I must accept. Because I just can't.
you can't unsee who he was.
I can't unsee it.
Yeah.
He was so.
No, bro. I realized I was talking to someone about being starstruck or whatever. I'm like, who would I truly? And I was like, if I met Martin, I probably would cry.
Oh God.
No, because I remember, like you said, what it meant to me seeing what he was doing.
right.
So I go, oh, he's a huge part of my love for comedy.
Yes.
Just the be funny thing. He was. Because I didn't see Pryor when I was a kid. I didn't see
Right.
much of Eddie even when I was a kid. Like, I don't
Right.
even watching Coming to America, my kid brain wasn't going Eddie Murphy. It was like, I loved the movie.
Yeah.
Everything was funny about it.
He wasn't a
Yes.
star in
my
our heads.
yes. But Martin was Martin.
Because Martin,
Martin
he owned the 90s.
Bruh,
And he
that
was
show made me. I was just like, I don't know what this guy's doing, but there's this thing in me that wants
Yes.
to be. How do you make that?
Right.
How do you make that?
I watched-
I think if I met him, I'd be like, I'm seeing the thing.
Those things
I
came out
watched
of him.
everyone before Pryor, and then Martin, Rock, the Wayans, everyone, and then they would all talk about Pryor, and then that's when I was like, I need to go see this guy.
Right.
And then when I saw Pryor, I saw all of them in that person.
Damn.
Whereas it's like, there's the guy. Like there's a bit Jamie Foxx did that sounds very identical, but I was just went, oh, he has the originator
Of
of
all
this-
of these babies.
all these.
Yeah.
Because Eddie used to do a joke about how he used to love doing Pryor impersonations. He used to perform like Pryor, but he has a 15-year-old
They're cursing and shit.
Oh,
cursing.
shit.
He does it
yeah.
on stage. But then I was like, oh, I laugh at it just because you go, but then when I saw it, I was like, oh, I see. Like everything got put together.
You could see the influences.
Yes. But for me, it was Martin, and Fresh Prince was massive.
Yeah, that was also massive. Yeah.
Fresh Prince was massive. And yes,
What was
I have
that?
to say, I
What
don't
was
know
that?
what tune that was. Oh, yes, that's Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble.
Listen, them boys don't mean to bust your
Oh.
bubble, but girls of the world ain't nothing but trouble. So next time a girl
thought you
gives you the play,
theme
just
songs.
remember my rhymes and get the hell away. Just last week when I was walking down the street, I saw this lovely lady that I wanted to meet. I walked up to her. I said hello.
Hello.
She said, hey, you kind of cute. And I said, yes,
Yes,
I
I
know.
know.
But by the way, sweetheart, what's your name? She said, my friends like to call me.
Exotica Lane.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
I
Exotica.
never knew what.
We all have those
You know
things,
those
man.
black people.
Yeah. It's already got laid. Do you know I was a triple A.
It's Quadruple Brain.
I was a triple A when I finally heard somebody tell me the words to Nas if I rule the world.
Right.
Right. And the chorus, if I rule the world, I free all my sons. Theme, right? I know what the theme is. That next line.
That's standing now.
That line.
Yeah.
What is it?
Black diamonds and pearls. But now, as a kid, what I heard until 10 years later,
Black diamonds and pearls.
what I heard was like, she's freeing all the blacks. It's our time. Nah. And then for years I sang, Black time in the burbs.
I actually prefer that lyric. I prefer that one. That one's better. That one says
Black
more.
time in the burbs.
Black diamonds and pearls. It's two fists, baby. If I rule the world. Imagine that.
Imagine that, man.
I free all my sons. And I take a man. Oh, black time in the burbs.
You know.
I'll smoke to that shit.
Come on. Come on.
Black
I don't know what I was
time in the
pressed.
burbs.
Hilarious.
Oh, wait. Who then sang that?
That was Lauryn Hill.
Lauren Hill. Sorry, I kept
They
hearing
have-
Nas.
I think they've got like two. Nas raps.
Yeah, he raps.
She's
She
the-
sings
she
the
features-
She sang the chorus,
Black
yeah.
time in the
They've
burbs
got
is
two songs.
hilarious.
Triple A, bruh. You know, you sing something out loud and someone goes, the hell are you saying?
And you are from the rural
Oh, from the
Eastern Cape.
rurals. I know they seem even more rural, bro.
Yes. You're just happy to be here at this point.
You
You're at school singing Black time in the lights and the walls that are painted. It's good to be.
you know they use Lloyd.
Thank you
they
for
use-
having me.
They use Lloyd's dusty rural face in Lauryn Hill's documentary one day, singing those lyrics. She affected the world.
She affected the world. Black diamonds, the burbs.
You gotta be the documentary. son. That
shit.
footage.
Black time in the burbs sounds so great.
That's what it was, man.
I realize I can't watch. COVID has fucked me up so much that I'm watching movies differently.
People touching each other.
Dude, Titanic upset me. I was like, guys, don't,
Why are you
don't
rewatching
save anyone.
Why are you rewatching Titanic?
But it was on.
On what?
Oh no, my sisters were watching, and then I just literally sat down and I caught
Oh,
the last.
okay.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those.
I love how he's like, and then I had to watch it. What am I supposed to do?
It was lockdown. I couldn't leave to the other room. There were plenty other rooms, but I couldn't leave to them.
I know. I mean, I have a phone, but what am I supposed to be doing? I don't even.
It's so wild. COVID is just the normal is different. It's
We've clicked into it very quickly into like what is now social behavior.
Yes. I had to tell the lady to step back in the line when I was getting groceries because she was too close. But then when you give a person a look, because you're not trying
Who's
to get
giving who a look?
confrontation in checkers.
Yes.
But as I give the lady a look to be like, hey, can we see? When you look at a person and then look at where she must step. So I gave her that
Is
look.
that how you are?
Wow, you that person.
Yeah.
So I gave it. But it felt good. It was a white lady. So I was like,
So you just white lady the white lady.
Yes, no.
My nigga out white lady to white lady. This is amazing.
It felt nice. It felt nice to look at a white lady and know your place. You're angry because there's black diamonds in the birds.
Oh fuck! Got me pressing wrong button. Hilarious how the same thing happened to us in terms of every beat of that story.
What do you mean?
In terms of you were that.
We understood.
We are so fucked.
But I give the lady the look, and then she doesn't do anything. The person sees you and she goes.
Yeah.
Do you know what? She can't let you in that situation.
Yes, because it's not about COVID anymore. It's not about COVID anymore. Now it is a race thing because you're going. This colored boy is not telling me shit.
But do you know what happened? Here's the truth. We were celebrating him out white lading a white lady.
Yes.
In that moment, he did that shit.
Yes.
We don't realize he's meeting a white lady going, oh no, I am, my whole life is what you try to.
Yes.
There's no ways she's getting out white lady. She's a white lady.
Yes. She's got all the cards.
Yeah, all the cards. We were celebrating like it's gonna do something.
She's in crazy age with 3 of the 2s, and you hit her with 1, and she's looking at you like, oh, that's cute.
Yes, and she has the 2 jokers.
I'm horrible.
You guys play Take 5.
I'm horrible at card games. Can you use porridge in future?
What? What? So I know you talked about it on another podcast, but it's that because I go, if somebody is listening to this outside of the context of the story, they go, why did you think she thought about race? You're bringing up race. Because no one said anything racist in the situation.
No one said anything in that situation.
But the thing about living in the rainbow that we live in, we know it's all about race.
Yeah.
No one has to say the race thing. We know when
race is happening.
Yes. I know when you're angry with me because I did something wrong. I know when you're angry with me because I'm a black person who you don't think should be doing that.
Right.
Without you having to say it. So it could be something I'm not supposed to be doing, but your reaction tells me that if it was a white person, or if it was even like if it was a colored person, whoever your group is, you wouldn't react in the same way.
And I must bring up I had to say white because there's a whole. I wouldn't do that to a black woman. I wouldn't do it to a colored woman. Reason being, I feel like the world is already telling you go back.
The world's already saying go back to your place.
Yes, they already now. I need to go and say go back. I promise you. I've seen things with people of color, especially older people of color, and I see it and I go, it's fine.
You've been through.
You know
this.
what? It's fine.
Can I tell you where that gets?
It can be wrong.
Yeah.
You know, you go, I have every right to tell you something, but I go, I'm not going to be that person who fucks up your day even more.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the playing out of that mindset fucked me, because I ordered Uber Eats. I ordered 2 Cokes. The food comes, everything's here. I ordered 2 Cokes. That Coke that you drank,
All right.
there was another
you
one.
give me nice things.
Yes. The other one, when my guy arrived,
Cokehead.
yeah, he wanted us to celebrate him because he hasn't drunk Coke for 3 days.
Oh, Jesus.
Water.
But here's the thing. So he arrives and the other Coke had spilt, right? I want 2 Cokes. And now I was in that situation where I'm like, if I complain, I'm telling another black man to go back.
Yes.
I felt that thing.
Yes.
But I was very much like, because I know now if I go, the only thing Uber does is, did it come as it was or was it damaged?
Yes.
Right.
It's 1 Coke and the only option is damage. And then damage has now repercussions about reordering. But I just want my Coke.
Yeah.
But as a person, I'm going through this. I'm going, if I complain, then this guy's gonna, and this black man is gonna have to in his scooter, and I'm thinking all of that stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
So it happens because of race. It happens because as black people, you're right. But then it's tricky when you like, I still want my Coke.
You know what it is?
No,
Tats,
that's what it is.
But this is the thing. When you successful as a black person in this country, as a colored person in this country, you don't leave the hood. Yes, you can physically leave the hood.
Yes.
But your roots and your stories and everything else is there. So the stories that we hear about, like I don't need to put on the news to go, people are suffering. I don't need to put on the news to go, there's poverty and people are dying. I know that and I can speak to the person directly, just from where I come from and my upbringing and the way I live. So when you know all those stories, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you say things to white people and you go, I can't believe I'm telling you this.
Yes.
Like I can't believe that I'm bringing this to your attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
I think the forgiveness comes. We tend to forgive each other because I think
each other?
Black people or people of color.
Right.
We tend to forgive each other because
We know the situation.
because I know a cousin who's in your situation.
Yes.
So you don't see an Uber driver, you go, I've got an uncle who's just trying to put things together.
Yeah,
and,
there you go.
You're not one spilled Coke and fuck up his business.
Yes,
and
his family. I saw kids and shit.
Yeah. You see the whole,
My thing
and then I'm like, and then I was like, and now I'm fighting and I'm going.
But you also when you tap into the other thing, but I want my Coke.
Yeah.
It's not. I know with me, I'm not tapping into that part of me.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm tapping into a white person. Yeah. It feels like I'm doing the thing that I don't like being done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
oh God,
I'm not doing the right thing. I'm doing the white thing. That's what it feels like in the moment. So it feels like I'm like, I can't. I'd rather lose the Coke than do the white thing now.
Fuck, you're right.
I was in Cape Town Observatory doing
we need to do.
I don't know what needs to be fixed there. I don't know, but I don't know what to do.
Do we need our motherfucking Coke?
But I have spoken. So I'm doing this gig in Observatory, Cape Town, and I'm hungry, going to order food, and it's a lamb curry. But I get the lamb curry, and there's no lamb. You know when you're feeling for the lamb. I'm feeling for the lamb. Fuck all.
I don't understand.
There's fuck all lamb. There's no lamb.
Now
it's the flavor of lamb without the lamb. There's no lamb.
No rocks lamb.
Yes, it's like.
Oh no!
Where is the meat?
Yes. You go. Yes, it's lamb curry and it tastes like lamb, but I'm not biting lamb. Can you help me with this problem?
If you are tasting lamb, smelling lamb, how?
There's no lamb. There's no extra lamb. You can do that.
Hilarious.
So I've got the rice. And I've got the gravy and 2 potatoes. Sad. No lamb with them. Sad.
Conundrum.
So and potatoes without meat is just like Praz without Wycliffe and Lauren.
No, that's the wrong one. That's just that's horrible. What you said was horrible.
I said, now we're going to watch Praz hype us while Lauren and Wycliffe sing.
After Ghetto Superstar, we were like, we don't know the lyrics.
Yes.
Oh.
So then I go back because that stretch in Observatory, it's close. So I just walk away from the comedy club, go back. But now I see the two colored aunties, excuse me, but I don't go, where's my lamb? I immediately know I need to make this jokey to go,
Right.
hey, you guys slipped up.
Yes,
You didn't go out of your way to hold me back.
Yes.
Yes.
You just forgot to put something.
What did
in.
you say?
So I go, hey guys, they're like, how's the food? Oh man, there's no lamb, you forgot. Then they go, forgot. So now this bullshit going back and forth. I'm laughing.
Everybody is trying not to be the white person.
Yes. So now they're going, fuck off.
What happened there is, hey man, I bust your little fuck ass sleeve. Oh, you did?
Not you.
Oh shit.
So now they also have that thing of not you, you the last one. I expect.
Yes.
They're like, oh, can you make it quick? I just need the lamb. And so you guys put lamb. They're like, sorry, my boy. And they're putting it.
They actually had lamb.
They had lamb. So they put the lamb and then go, thank you. They're like, never mind. Then you want serve yet. So I will leave on a positive note.
Yes.
But it's that my fear walking back going, fuck, who do I speak to? Who?
It's a fear. Huh?
It's genuine fear because
Yeah.
you're going, I don't want to come in there. And also I can see there's customers. So I'm trying to keep it here. I'm not trying to fuck up your business. You know what I mean? But it's all these things where you just go,
Is nobody gonna talk about these tiny criminals running a scam on God knows how many people who talk this bullshit?
Anybody gonna talk about this
And
lamb
get-
Ponzi scheme?
You think this was the first time they were like, oh, for God, it was perfect because they've done it so many times. It's not gonna talk about that shit. That's all I want to know because that's. I hear you.
They went into
but
a
I
script.
saw them.
They went into a script.
Oh, yeah. Here's another.
We just happen to have some.
So much. You understand?
Do you want some cheap ass serviettes to make you happy?
But I do hear you.
It was just, it went well, but I knew my approach had to be, you guys, I forgot to tell you about the lamb to put in.
Yes.
It wasn't you, you know. I
You
ordered
made an
lamb.
honest mistake, not you joked me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of, like you're living on that edge. Fucking crazy. Let me pour some water.
So wild. That's so wild.
Dude,
That's our reality.
But it's when we do well as people of color, we take our people. When we do bad, we take our people. There's no two ways about it.
There's no.
Yeah, bro. I was reading news about shit happening in the fucking Congo, bro. And it's not just bad news, it's not just sad human news. You go, us. I
Yeah.
watch and I go, shit is happening to us.
When you say us,
So-
who you talking about?
Black people. So when it happens on a macro level, it happens on a micro level where you just want your lamb. It's like, oh shit, the lamb is missing for us. You know what I mean?
And I think that's a privilege that white people don't credit is living freely, where Oscar can shoot his girlfriend, and we're not saying white men shoot their girlfriends.
Yes.
That guy had a problem, and he shot his girlfriend
Yes.
for whatever reason. Yo, God forbid, I know Benny McCarthy does that shit. He's taking all of us. So
Yes.
all of us are going down
Yes.
and
You can
shooting
just see
girlfriends.
white girlfriends can't have colored soccer players now.
Yeah, it's done.
That's fun.
What does he do? He's a soccer. Okay. You know what they do, huh?
There, man.
That's so bad. Oh my goodness.
And I'm always just like, you know, what annoys me is how white people think it's okay to shout at the little person at the desk about something that if they just took 2 seconds would realize it's got nothing to do with them.
Right.
Why the hell is the system? No, I'm like, yo, this person is a cashier, not an IT specialist. But how can you not see that? But now you're putting all your anger at them. There's no like, there's no forgiveness of like, oh, the system isn't working. Well, that means it's not working for both of us because you can't do your job.
But then where do you direct your anger in that situation? So if you if you're in a rush,
Yes.
and you go to Clicks,
Yes.
and then now at Clicks, they don't have the tag for the thing.
Then Clicks does not have the tag.
Wait, so now they have to call, and then you late. In that situation, where is your anger?
At the moment.
My anger is at why didn't I leave the house earlier?
It's something else. It's not the person, though.
It's not the person.
How
It
can
doesn't
I
go
be
to the
angry at the person who
Never.
doesn't know the first thing about how the system
Never at
switches
the
on or
person.
off?
Because you know.
How?
You
What
don't-
am- okay, I get angry. What am I expecting that person to do about the IT problem?
No, I was just trying to see where your natural, because that's the thing. The
naturally
thing
is
that
like
happens is with them, with whoever in a situation, when you get angry, some people know that they must do this. For some people, it just go. I'm just trying to see where yours goes.
The difference is knowing that the person at that job, whether it's a cashier or whatever, is there because it's their job, not to serve you and do whatever you need that has to happen right now. And that's why I think the humanity gets lost, because you're talking to, so Loy's the cashier, I need to leave in a rush. I'm speaking to Loy like his job is to wait for me to be at my service.
Right.
Yes.
But I'm not respecting him going, this is his job. This is a fucking cashier, bruh.
Bruh. Because also it goes back to that thing of seeing the whole person's life.
Yes.
Yes.
I know the life of a cashier is not
Yes,
somebody
yes.
who is leaving
Right.
this to go fucking live a lavish life while I'm struggling to pay for something.
Yes.
Like now, when I came from the electric store and I was trying to rush and come get you and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, do you have cash? Because our machine is down."
Right.
I'm in a rush. I'm trying to do this. I have to pick up my mom after this, so I can't leave this thing late. And I was like, in my head, I was like, okay, there are ATMs here. I can just, what do I want? I
Yes.
want these things. How do I get these things? Go draw the money that I have from the machine that's available.
Right.
And that's all that happened.
This thing of now.
There was no
that
need
thing
for
of-
like, no, guys, you're a business.
Call the manager.
And a business should have, I'm like, how do you
That's
guys?
where call the manager comes
That's where
from.
call the manager comes
And that thing
from.
of now you
And that's
inconveniencing
why
me.
the call manager doesn't exist in our
No,
culture. People of color,
We
and
know the
call the
world.
manager
behind the manager.
literally is not in our.
In our culture,
Options. It's not in your options
Natural
of reactions.
In, in our culture, we don't even go to call the manager, because internally you're going, call upon your morals. How do you look at this person?
Yeah, okay.
How are you gonna treat? That's literally what you're going, because you also you think about all our families with these jobs, and you go, how many times have you heard your mother come back with crazy stories from work, or your father, or whoever, and you're going, I'd hate for
Be
somebody
a crazy story
yes.
to a person.
And this person has to go home and think about my bullshit on their 3 taxis.
Oh my god!
So it's when you know all those things, you'll treat a person differently immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
But then that doesn't solve anything, because that's why I'm saying
But you know
they
what?
don't know the story, so they like your whole it's like that thing that we were talking about. You know that they are like that. You know that Brooke is gonna fuck Deacon. But for some reason, when it happens, you go, I don't understand why. Yo, this is how it is. Because they don't have the full story, obviously they don't respond as articulately as you guys are putting it. And I'm in the choir because I'm like, yeah, we know the story. Hey, guys,
Yes.
they don't have
So you're
the
saying
wealth
That's
of
so true. It's so, but it's that's hard to
everything
say.
we've just said.
Do you know what's hard to
they
say?
have no idea about.
A tough thing to say is to start a sentence with, but in defense of white people.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to start that and go,
Yes.
guys, but in defense of white people, they don't have family in the location.
Here's what I'm gonna do. No, and don't fuck off.
What do you mean? No, I'm not, it's because going back to what you're saying, it's like,
No.
we paint a whole picture. They don't have that picture to paint.
Yes.
So naturally, their reaction is only of their world.
Yes.
Where people are just responsible. I don't know. Whatever
I'm
they
100% with you.
But
I'm changing the caricature of the thing that you did of in
Okay.
defense of white people. And they don't, that's not my. Wait, just to finish this. This is for my ego. I can just feel it. If you will, shall indulge. My position of saying that is with you guys, with black people, and slapping us and going, gents. I'm not going in defense of. I'm saying this is useless. If
Okay.
we're trying to, I don't know what we're trying to. I agree, we agree. But there's this other reality. I'm not saying in defense. I'm going, we can't keep, they never gonna get it.
No.
Yes.
But you,
Yes.
no, this is my thing.
Is that what I'm saying?
No, it's no.
I get that
They're
point.
never gonna get
They're never
it.
gonna get
How?
it. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, but I'm saying it's the choice. So if you can go as a white person that colored people drink, black people are gonna rob you, this. If you can paint. If you can start painting a picture of me already, then just change the fucking picture. If you already can think up what I'm doing and make stereotypes
Without
about
proof,
what I'm doing,
yeah.
then why not find the truth about what I'm
Got you.
doing?
Got
So I'm
you.
saying
Got you.
you already, white people have ideas of black people.
Got you.
That's why we treat it in certain ways. My point is, then you can also make the effort of trying to change that picture. I can't keep trying to help you change a fucking picture. So you know what I mean? So it's like, yes, you can understand that your domestic worker needs to leave work early on a Friday because she's trying to get wherever, go to the farm, whatever. But you can't look at every black person like that. I'm not saying every black person is going to the farm on weekends, but what I'm saying is, so you can't look at the person who's not employed by you and go, this person might also have some difficulties. If you can make, because I've seen white people be very nice to their domestic workers and people that are in their circle. So why can't you use that same paintbrush for all those people with empathy and that shit? You're just choosing because it's a convenience to you. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just like,
I do get it.
can't keep making excuses for white people in 2021, bruh.
I'm not, again, I'm slapping us in the face as black people. And I'm going. There is no fucking ways that as an adult white person, as a person, fuck white people, as a person you go, I have so much work to do if I need to understand a people. Do you know the work that you are calling upon me to do to be this person? Which I that's why I'm like, and I'm so to fast forward what I'm saying, I'm going, they not gonna do that.
I hear you.
Too much work. To understand, we as three people of color here, I'm still blown away by your stories.
Right.
And I'm in here.
Yeah.
And I can still look at you in a certain way because you come from where you come from, and look at you in a certain way because you come from where you come from. You're asking, and I'm not even there yet. Now you asking
Meredith.
Jesus, I can't even see them.
But the difference is sometimes you don't have to be.
But I think that, sorry. I think there is also, in terms of interactions, there's also a point where it's just common decency.
Yes.
It's not even about. It's not even about.
It's so idealistic.
No. Well, it's just like that's just not how you treat a person. This is not race. This is not this is not class. This is just. That's not what we do as people. We don't treat a person like that.
Yes.
So it's like I've never seen white people treat each other like that in a situation where the power is equal.
Right.
You're touching my toes. That's disgusting.
I was like,
disgusting.
what does this plug do? And I'm like, it's your fucking toe. How is your toe like a plug?
I'm trying to get deep and y'all footsing under the table.
No, man, that's disgusting. That was fuck. You were climbing on my toe.
No, because I thought you were a plug. I thought your toe was a plug.
I knew immediately that was your toe. You
At some point, this foot has to be a plug. At some point, there must be a plug point to this foot.
This guy getting confused with bunions and double depth.
I can't unfeel that shit now. Oh my god.
Alright,
That's a weird feeling. That was a horrible feeling.
I can feel my toe.
Yes, you're climbing like this on me.
Your toe is so big.
In the silence, you're left to figure out what it means.
Jesus, what were you even saying?
I think.
God, that's it.
Look, at the end of the day, we try to make people kinder to people. That's that, and have a bit more understanding and patience with people. That's what I'd like for.
It's very.
That's at the end of the day. I think you guys with kids and stuff, you'd want somebody to look at your child without an idea of what they think your child is, because you're going out of your way to raise your kid differently to the way we grew up and all that stuff.
I'm gonna try speak as a calm white person, explaining.
How you
I'm
feel
gonna try
about
to
black
speak
people?
about a
How you feel about black people?
No, because you know the way you were like, we're just trying to get people to speak. Common decency. The way you talking, that's a black. I know that talk, right? And I know where it's coming from. Now, as a white person, this is how I see my movie plays out like this. If I'm having, right? Can I tell a quick story? Grahamstown, because this is where this calmness is gonna come from. Grahamstown, I'm at the spa, parked, right? Now there's that mall where everyone goes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the exits and the entries.
It's
wild,
very confusing,
right?
yeah.
So I'm coming out of the car and the exit is over there. As soon as I try to go, I realize it's the entrance. I'm facing this way. There's cars coming this way, and there was a guy who was reversing, parked, who was also reversing
Behind you.
in front. He's in front of me
Okay.
because he's doing the right thing. He's gonna reverse and go.
And he'll join the hate towards you. He's about to join.
He is the leader.
There's nothing
You
worse.
shall come to fight in this story.
There's nothing worse than an angry white person who's right. You fucked.
Oh, my
You
friend.
fucked.
Oh, when you just
fucked.
gotta take it.
Oh, you don't know the spirit inside of me that lives. My ancestry. Oh, you motherfuckers are about to see some shit. So even the way we're talking about this experience, you're on board. It's played out.
Yeah.
I just need to, right? Then the guy is doing this shit. Before he comes and says anything, I'm negotiating. Everyone has stopped. And then I see another car who's reversing to do the right thing on my side. Happens to be a colored man with a family in his car.
Okay.
White man on his own.
Once as you included color people, like, don't let my people let me down.
Because sorry.
This is a story.
I'm saying this story because I'm so glad that it's kind of representative, right? So here's what happens. I'm like, oh, entrance is right there. I can just zoom.
Yeah.
This is not a difficult thing if you just wait, right? God. That's my thing. So no one's making
Internally,
yeah. And I'm like, we can solve this. It can just be you don't have to talk. No one has to do. It's just a zoom. I'm gone, and then you guys can continue. Window comes down over there. Hey, man. He's right? I was in that situation where I'm like, he's right. But now I'm playing my card of, no, can you just move in? I'm just going to zoom real quick. No. He's standing on the rightness of it. I'm just going to zoom real quick. I'm in my...
It's a one-way, brother.
So it started civil like that because I'm playing my card, he's playing his card, and it's just friendly.
Okay.
Then I think he took it to a place that I was uncomfortable with. No, man, that I was like, no, you don't talk to someone like that.
Yes.
But now in my head, I'm like, it went race very quickly. Although I didn't say it out loud, this was what I was trying to say to him. You don't talk to a person like that.
Yes.
And then in my head, this is so crazy how it turned into this. I'm seeing black people around me.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, I think I put myself in a position where I'm like, this guy, because now I'm seeing black people and he's doing his thing. And I'm like, I must teach this guy that he doesn't talk to people. And it almost felt like I knew I had support.
Yes.
Because the language I'm using, it's fuck the situation now.
Yes.
You don't talk to, that was my only response. I hear you, but you don't talk to a person like that.
So this is what you say out loud?
Yeah, out loud.
Okay.
Yes, but it's a one, and he's there. Colored guy gets out of the car at this point. Comes round. I see.
We don't know what this color guy's going to do.
Yeah,
It's so nerve-wracking. I don't know what this
side is he?
This is so difficult. He's at the crossroads.
Comes to me. My brother. Already.
We're talking right.
Already I know, already I know so much.
Yes.
Right? And, I can't even remember how it turned out, but I just remember those interactions. This man, and I have to keep repeating, with kids and a family and whatever he was. I don't know what the story was, but there was a kid and a woman there. White man on his own. Traffic, right and wrong, blah, 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 blah. But the interactions, right? But now, to go and explain calmly, I think the colored guy would have probably spoken like you. But the white man, this is what is happening. I'm coming out of the spa. I'm well within my rights, and there's a man who comes. He happens to be a black man. He's a black man who comes. I see he doesn't move. I tell him I'm screaming. I might have been loud, but I was telling him what's right and wrong, and he still wanted to do what he was right. Then I'm screaming. At some point in this calmness, his natural thing is, this is a black man and I'm a white man, old white man. At some point.
Yes.
At some point, it never stays at just that in South Africa.
No, not yet.
Because at some point, someone clicks into the next level of, you don't talk to me like that is that comes from a place, man.
Yeah. No,
I don't think you've ever, like, that's not a language I've ever used with a person of color, no matter how heated. Like, it's so weird.
I think
where
it's
it comes from.
Bro, that's what I mean by like the decency, the common decency thing. It was like,
Hey,
there's a thing happening. We will see the thing happening.
Yes.
You put your cards out calmly. He put his cards out calmly.
Right.
And then it escalated to a place where it's like, well, that's not how human.
Yes.
Now you want to
That's
make
at the
it
cashier at the bank.
at
That's
the bank,
at
or it's like,
my dry cleaning's late. That's at the
why are we here now?
right.
It's not
In traffic.
No one's denying who's right or wrong,
Right.
but that's not how we're gonna conduct the solving of the situation
Right.
as adults. Because at some point we just gotta go.
Is that Ubuntu? If
Ubuntu?
If we've ever wanted to describe Ubuntu to white people,
Yes, it's like, let's understand each other here.
I think it's the whole thing we've been saying. Fuck the beaded costumes and the traditional wear and the artwork. That's Ubuntu.
Yes.
Fuck everything else.
Yeah, it's not. Ubuntu is not. Ubuntu is just like, yo, let's just be humans
It's
together.
not the donation to. It's nothing. Got nothing to do with anything.
Your Ubuntu is what gets tested. And in that moment, he failed Ubuntu.
Oh
He
shit!
failed Ubuntu.
Oh shit!
That's what he
your,
did.
Your Ubuntu is where
That's what gets tested.
That's
is
true.
when you get tested.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's
Not
like,
on how many charities you support.
Yeah.
How much of this
Yes.
person's humanity am I willing to acknowledge in this moment?
Because now it's the situation.
Because now,
fuck.
I should at least see, like when you said, like, I should at least go, okay, this is a guy who's starting to do, but how do we solve it? This is a solve, and he's gonna, because I see a human who made a mistake. But now, if I just see a subordinate or another one who's doing this fucking thing.
But you know what I didn't like about the story is that the color guy only had 2 words of dialogue.
Representation. That's the whole point of the whole thing.
The color guy
People
said,
once again got knocked out of the rainbow.
he just said, my brother. And carried on his fucking day trying to get lamb curry.
Didn't even get a
No, that's no. Marco was What do you think of the story, Mark?
Stay safe out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. Share with your friends. Tag a friend.
Thanks.
All that
Bye.
goodness.
Oh man.